This is the birthday of August 19th, 1972. And as you see, there are two ones, which means the person sees both sides of an issue. And there's two nines, which means they're intelligent, but they could be a little mentally arrogant. They realize how smart they are usually. And because they're born on the 19th, they have a sun number or an August or Leo number, as well as it could be February Aquarius could have something to do with their life, as well as people born in their own series of numbers, the 1st, the 10th, the 19th, or 28th of any month. Now, if we look at 2017, we're projecting what the circumstances around them would be in 2017, which is a 19-1 year. You add the 2 and the 1 is the 3, and the 7 is 10, and it's a 1. Or you can go 17 and 2 is 19, well, a 1 year. So 2017 is a 1 year. And they, born on August 19th, they're a 27-9 years, so they have a 9 achievement, I'm sorry. A 9 and a 1 is 10. They're in a 1 year for 2017. So we start putting their two ones in the first column. They have 1, 2. They have no 3s, no 4s, no 5, no 6, 1, 7, 1, 8, and 2 9s. So now we look, we notice that in the middle there are all zeros. That's the line of willpower and determination. That means they're trying to make somebody else happy, and they've you see everything's in its own column, because when you're in the one cycle, every column is filled up with whatever numbers you have, starting with 1, 2, 3 in their normal order. They would be trying to get things finished done, because you have two nines in the ninth house, and it would seem like they're just trying to satisfy other people. They see both sides of an issue because they have the two ones in the one column, which really amplifies it, and the twos in the two column. They feel connected pretty well because on the heart line there's the 2 and the 8. They don't feel like they're in control of any changes. In the fifth house of Mercury, there's a 0, so they don't feel like they're in control of anything. In the line of suspicion, which is the top left, which is 3, 5, and 7, you only have 7. So they trust what's been happening with either health or educational matters. Always keep in mind that these situations could concern people around someone as well as themselves. So if they're worried about their mother or their child or whatever, it would indicate in their chart. That's what the chart can be about, because people are very empathetic towards people around them. Now, if we went to February of 2017, February is a 2 month, and they're in a 1 year. That means they're in a 3 cycle in February. So we start putting the ones from their birthday in the 3 column, the 2 in the 4 column, no 5, no 6, no 7, no well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have a 7 there, and we have 1, 8, and 2 9s. Now, what's interesting is that there's 2 9s in the partnership house, which is the house of the moon, but the 2 is in the 4 column, which means they're trying to reorganize something for a partner, and they've made some kind of decision. It either involves a partner or a female, and they're trying to get something done. Now, there's an 8 in the first house, which means there's a big decision about a money matter. And if you look where the 2 1s are, because when the 8's in the one house, look where the 2 1s are. They're in the house of either young people, siblings, friends, and sometimes it can involve groups or situations like that, with groups or social situations. So there's some kind of decision going on, either around a younger person, a child, a sibling, a friend, or a social situation. You'll notice one thing, that the line straight up, the 1-8, the 2-9s, and the 2-2s, they're in the politician's arrow, which means they're very well organized and they're being very tactful. Where in the beginning of the what the year indicates, it was pretty strong. There was three numbers, but it was missing any tact when it comes to siblings, young people, children, or social situations. And here they've gained some tact. So you got to compare. You're like a detective comparing A to B. So you see a change. There's not as much diplomacy and tact and organization, and here there is. So that's been a change. Now, when we look at the Heartline, the change is that they're trying to get something finished or done for a partner, and the partner cycle or the moon is in the fourth house, and that means that it has something to do with organization. They're being very tactful about things. And now you notice where the 7 is? The 7 is in the ninth house. Now the 9s are in the 2 house. You got to look around them. It's like being a detective. So they're trying to get something finished or done or completed or out of their life, and they found out something, because now you look at 7 because the 9s are in the 2 house and the 2's in the 4 house. And you say, well, what are the possibilities here? Well, they're trying to get something finished or ended or done with, and they found out something because the 9s are in the 2 house, the 7's in the 9 house, and the 2 is in the 4th house. So remember, the 4th house is a very stubborn and sometimes oppositional number.